This is the AGP podcast, the Anything Goes podcast. Shout out to the Anything Goes podcast family. Big up on yourself. Big up. I see you out there in the comment section. I see you. I see y'all. I love y'all. You know, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Like, subscribe, share, comment. This is your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with my brother Dembe and Mr. Razor. Mr. Razor, what go on, family?
Then a party. Yeah, man, everything good.
Everything saucy.
There.
Thing bad.
Yeah, man, me have to talk about my weather, you don't know.
Captain Planet
Nice
there
outside,
again.
Yeah, man.
Earth, fire, wind, water, and whatever else them say. Yes. Dembe. What go on?
Yeah, brother.
The brother and I sit where get all our information and send it to us. I don't know, say, New York is the city that don't sleep. What go on, family?
They are a party. The governor for New York in the hot water in a party.
Yes, so I heard.
There you go.
Well, nowadays, man, can't even ask a girl for peace up front no more. But anyway, we're not going to touch that at all. Seem like something we're bigger than we.
Bigger than huge.
Yeah, man.
No, brother.
The badness buck. But we're there. Yes, my brother them. So here the topic for the day. We had to squeeze this one in. So we saw that Verzuz, Swiss Beats and Timbaland Soul Verzuz. So now all the artists that was a part of the beginning of Verzuz get a piece of Verzuz. So they have stock in Verzuz. So now, what my question is to y'all. So was this the best thing for Bounty Killer and Beenie Man to do during the pandemic? Was to join Verzuz? And one, did y'all have a problem with them doing the Verzuz? And two, did y'all see Tony Mataran and Major Hype them attack a bag of foolishness? And did y'all agree with them, or may have changed your mind now or not? So I'll start off with Razor. Razor, when you saw that Bounty and Beenie they go do Verzuz, how you do you feel? Where do you feel? Happy or you say a waste of time thing that? How you do you feel?
Well, I mean, to be honest, when me see it go on, I know say me da go check it out. You understand? Me know say I was going to watch it. But I really didn't have no expectation of it to say, well, it was going to be as epic as it was. You understand? I didn't know, because the way they was doing the format before they got to Beat them and Bounty. Somebody was at their house playing a song, and the next person at their house playing a song.
And the internet chip out. Can't forget that part.
The internet chipping out and everything all over the place. So, with that, because we all know if Beenie Man and Bounty Killer is at any place, in person, is going to be epic. You understand? Yes. So what I'm saying is, I didn't really have any expectation from it if that was a format that they was going to go about, about doing it. You understand? But I was gonna show my support regardless, and I was going to watch it. But the expectation the expectation was never really there at first, because just the format that I thought that it was going to be at first.
Okay. Yeah. Understandable. I understand that. Dembe, how you feel at the time when you hear say Bounty and Beenie are gonna dip on Verzuz? Were you excited, or you just one of them man that will say, one of them thing there. Yeah, we'll see what go on.
I was excited, because for one, you're talking about two of the prominent artists,
columns,
reggae music from Jamaica. You understand? So that would just having them in the same room would bring attention to Jamaica, where Jamaica is always in the spotlight, and for quite some time now, sometimes we're in it for bad reasons.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Very much so.
So when Beenie Man and Bounty decide to be center stage for one night, I was excited and I was happy for those guys.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, say, this would take on something so monumental which it turned out to be as such.
Oh.
It turned out to be as such. Now, I didn't anticipate it was going to be like Sting or something like that where they did, because I think at certain stage in life people grow. But when it comes to the unification and for them to perform in unison and deliver such an epic performance to the entire world where all eyes were on them, I couldn't be more proud of those guys.
Yeah. I think Razor touch a good point when him say I think the excitement wasn't really there for some people, because them figure that they're gonna be at different locations, and I was kind of like to myself, because my 2 cents is this. I was not excited at all. I mean, Razor, me and Razor have talked, because when I find out, I link Razor and I tell him, and Razor was kind of more excited than me. But I really did not care. I wasn't even sure if I was going to watch the verses, because I was expecting them to be in different areas doing this verses thing. And quite frankly, I wasn't a real big fan of verses anyway, because that wasn't something that I was into. So it wasn't a excitement thing for me. It was kind of like, Bounty and Beenie, I do it. So,
Yeah.
But when the night came, the pandemic was rolling, nothing to do, and it started. And as usual, Jamaican party, it start late. So we did it for about a good 45 minutes. I wait on it, and it hit no start. Them not started. But then when it start, the excitement that struck I, boy, may I tell you, I go on from Drake say, I go 0 to 100 real quick. I went from yo son, New York son, done to yo Yardman thing, excitement in the house at Pambok. So it was a great night for me. I enjoyed that night. That was one of the best. That was one of the best nights during the pandemic for me. And to me, that was the best verses. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Jamaican. I'm saying it because I have watched about 4 or 5 verses, and I was not excited at all about any of them except for the Bounty and Beenie verses. So with saying that, my brothers, Mr. Razor,
Yeah.
you the ear when Mataran and Major Hype them, they say that the man them should not do it on platform, them should have do it with Major Hype platform and them thing there. What's your stance on that? Do you think that overall now they make a good decision, or you still think them should have work with Major Hype on Mataran?
Well, before me even get into that, me agree with what you said earlier. Beenie and Bounty versus was the best. And that the best thing up to me in the pandemic. Me not lie, stay in the yard. Yeah. But get back to that now. They had to go on a platform that's gonna get them international views. You understand? Mataran, for them platform is not on that level.
Yeah.
You understand? So how can you blame and curse them and say, well, they're going on that platform? If it's a business decision, you understand?
Crabs.
And me come to you and me say, dog, we go up on a platform, or GZ go put up on a platform over here, so which we know that we are going to get international views. And then you go over this and say, Mass Joe. Over this Mass Joe. And Mass Joe platform now go on with no. Mass Joe platform can we get to in the community.
Mass Joe platform a beat. And not to disrespect Major Hype or Tony Mataran's platform. The simple fact is saying that Jamaica is a worldwide brand. Major Hype and Tony Mataran are come from the culture of Jamaica to them I get them notarized off of being associated with Jamaica or West Indian or Caribbean things. Jamaica itself is a worldwide brand. Jamaica is a brand that our government need to use. But anyway, Pupa Dembe, what you
Yeah,
believe?
brother.
The same question for you, my brother. Did you think say them should have used Mataran and Major Hype them platform and them shooting a roll with Swiss Beats, or that what they did was sufficely good enough for you?
Absolutely good enough for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely good enough for me. Old time people used to say, you cuss the grapes, they call the grapes sour because you will not get none. You
True.
understand? There's no way you turn on an opportunity. Major Hype and Mataran would have gladly accept an opportunity to display
their talents
their
worldwide.
talent around the world. Worldwide.
Definitely. Of course.
You understand?
Don't make them fooling the people.
Don't make them fooling them. So now if they were supportive of the culture itself, they would have tuned in like we did and be excited.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You cannot get in your feelings or making remarks. And I hear Mataran, I don't care what anybody says. That's everybody's slogan. That's everybody's way of saying things. Okay, you say you don't care. Well, if you don't care, keep your opinion to yourself then.
Yeah.
I understand? Because the world were very receptive of these two people. They reach a height where, look, most DJs will never reach. This is what people wanted to see. It was one of the best verses. There is no complaints about it. And one of the reasons why I think it was the best is because this is where Swiss Beats and Timbaland got the idea from.
Exactly, from our culture of clashing.
From our culture.
And I think I want to throw this in real quick before you finish.
Yeah,
because
go ahead,
people who don't know that Swiss Beats used to play sound in New York, if you don't know, him in our culture a long time. So if Swiss Beats not just today, Swiss Beats wake up and say him into the Jamaican thing. A long time, them man they in the thing. So if you don't know that, you just need to know now. But back to what you say, brother.
Yeah. So it is only fitting that you have the two most prominent entertainers from the dancehall genre to come and perform and represent in a Verzuz competition that was inspired by our culture itself, the Jamaican culture. So if for anything else, Mataran and Major Hype should just know that, hey, it's for the culture. It is a good thing. It's saying that, look, they took what we did or what we created, they put it in their form now. But you know what? They didn't leave us out. We were welcome. And for that, I have gratitude towards that.
Yeah.
There's no bad remarks I can pass about that.
Okay. Well, I would agree and say that I feel like what they did was for the betterment of themselves and for the culture. That Mataran and Major Hype opinion does not weigh anything when it comes to two giants in our culture doing whatever they thought was best for our culture. And no disrespect to Mataran because he has done a lot for the culture too, but he's not Beenie Man or Bounty Killer. So don't forget that. So now, our next part of the topic is that when them shun we off the Billboard magazine, did you feel aware, Razor, or it was just one of them things where so them type of things that happen to we?
Boy, I feel definitely. I feel away. I felt away. You understand? But was I surprised? No, because it's been happening. It's been happening to us. We have never gotten credit where credit is due. You understand? So for me, yeah, I felt away. And I said, man, like you hope change will come. But sometimes you hope for the change and change never come. And when that happens, it just kind of like proved to me like, damn, one of the best verses, if not the best verse, in my opinion. I agree with you. I feel like it's the best verses. I've watched, I've watched all the verses. Yes. So with even if them have them face at a little corner at the top, you understand? I say, well, they did them did put it there. No, we can't say them
Yeah,
have
so
them
they never
face. You
give them a
understand?
piece or nothing.
They might have the big people them at the front, and even if them have the 2 yard man them at one time. I say, well, at least they put them face on the thing. We can't say no. But you know, we've never gotten our credit where credit is due. So a lot of times, it's just we just get immune to it, to where we don't have that expectation when we should.
Mm.
You understand? But the Switch Beat and Timberland,
Timberland.
they did the right thing, and they came and they took their face off and they put, you know, they
Well,
put Beenie Man.
say Swiss Beats and Timberland are play a fool for catch wise because they had to approve that this magazine come out before
Yeah,
it was out.
yeah,
But we now go burn them out still. They gave us a platform
yeah.
and we took it and
We
we took
can't
full advantage of that. Bounty and Beanie
advantage of
sales
it.
went up 100%. Went up, not
Yes,
100%, but they sales went
the
up,
sales went
skyrocketed.
up. Yeah, yes.
So it was stuff gained from that. Demby, did you feel away when you heard that they were left off the Billboard magazine?
No, I didn't feel away, And like Razor said, immune. And what we have to understand, is the difference between treated fairly or treated equally.
Ah,
You understand? So I just understand it for what it is. Of course, I would love
for us
that
to be
they
there.
weren't
Yeah.
left off. But at the end of the day, I just feel like, okay, this is what it is. And I agree with you. Playing food to catch wise. But you know what? I see what you're doing. Don't think I don't see what they're doing, But at the end of the day,
It is
all
what
right,
it is.
it is what it is. And I accept it because this is what it is. There's something to talk about also. Yeah, no news is good news. Bad publicity are not giving you just due is something to talk about as well. So that's my stand
So
on it.
in closing, I'll wrap this up. In closing, so Beanie and Bounty get the last laugh.
Absolutely.
And
I feel they do.
and we'll agree that they're laughing to the bank.
Of course they're laughing to the bank. What more, I that's one of the biggest thing I think you can do for someone is grease their palm or make them into or make it into a legacy. If you improve my legacy, I am gratitude, man.
Hold it. Yeah, so it go. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you see him thing you say, Razor.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's the gratification that they're laughing to the bank, and they're gonna get compensated for probably the rest of their life. You understand? So they made a choice that I know that they wasn't thinking that this would happen to them right now, but I'm pretty sure they're gratified and happy that that it happened.
Exactly.
So
Well, I'm not sure what they have done, what was said to them behind closed door. Cause I'm pretty sure Swiss Beats and Timberland knew they were going to sell this platform way ahead of time. So I'm not sure what they said to people or what they offered everyone that was a part of the Verzuz. But I will say that it doesn't really matter at this moment because Bounty Killer and Beenie Man, did what they thought was best for themselves and for the culture of dancehall reggae music. And I will give them an A plus for the job that they have done and how they represented themselves that night. I feel like they did suffice to represent the brand Jamaica itself, and I think they did a great job. So, in closing, while Bunty and Beanie is laughing to the bank and their haters is once again hating on them, brand Jamaica has won again. If you really think about it, the brand Jamaica has won again. And that's at the end of the day, that's the goal of it all. Is for brand Jamaica to keep winning. So with closing out, this is the Anything Goes podcast. This is your boy Sean Peoples. I'm there with Mr. Razor. I'm there with Demby. Hey Razor, tell them what you want them to do.
Yeah, me I send them on people out there and I like subscribe, share, and then we want to drop a comment in at the bottom of the
Straight,
box.
just
Yeah,
like
man.
that. Demby, if you the want to tell the people them something right now, may I give you the chance to tell them. What you tell them, say?
Like, subscribe, share, drop a comment. I will be in the comment. I am communicating with you guys. I want to hear from you guys. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment.
Yeah, I saw it go. So now hear from my brother them. Like, subscribe, and share. It's the Anything Goes podcast, man. We out.